Okay, so basically I'm having to remake video number 2, which is actually pretty miserable because I spent almost 17 minutes on it. I'm becoming kind of sleepy, so please excuse me. Um, I was gonna update all of y'all on Dog. She's not getting any better. She really isn't. Uh, I'm just really giving her peace and quiet for the time being. I'm trying not to really move her around or anything because she's not feeling too good. So she's getting peace and quiet. She's just sleeping, really. She's been sleeping for days, and I can't really blame her either. Like, she lost lots of blood. Like, it was just a monstrous amount. And she's in a really bad stupor, too. Uh, like, Mom had said that she was very happy and very frisky, and she was just fine in the morning when she came home because I told her to make sure that she had drank something because I was going to go to bed early because I was tired. Um, so she did that, and the dog was very responsive, more responsive than she had been in days. And then I wake up and she's twitching and yelping and her tongue's sticking out. She couldn't even control herself. And I tried to give her water and she wouldn't take the water. We tried feeding her, she wouldn't eat. I mean, the day before, she was like eating American cheese right out of my hands. She was downing it. She was really hungry. Like, she hasn't really had much of an appetite because she's feeling like absolute shit because these fleas are making her feel like shit, but she thinks that's the fact that she's eating. Really, I think that the fleas are eating on her insides and it's making her feel horrible. Like, I don't mean to get graphic, but her poo isn't cute. Like, she has the runs really bad. She has like a really bad case of diarrhea, and I think it's due to the fleas. Whether they're carrying illness or they're on the insides eating, which I wouldn't doubt that they're on the inside because her scalp was the equivalent to this tank top. I just pulled that right out of the box. Uh, it was pretty miserable. Like, I have never seen anything like that before, and I spent hours and hours just scratching her back with my fingernails trying to get as many fleas as I could off. And I tried so hard. I also gave her a really bad haircut. Yeah, it was really bad, but it got a lot of fleas out of her fur, especially she had a lot of dead fleas on her because I was suffocating them with Dawn detergent. Yeah, Dawn detergent is great on fleas, by the way. I got rid of most of her fleas. It's just that, you know, her insides. I can't really reach there with some Dawn detergent. If I would, I could. I feel like they're also eating at her brain. That's probably why she's so right now. You can tell that she definitely can't control herself. She can't even walk. All she can do is kick. That's all she can do. And it's really sad. She just lays there. She can't even really control her head. She's just like, mm. And it's just I really don't know what to do about her misery, and I'm hoping that if she does pass on, I can at least do a proper burial now that I think about it. My cousin had mentioned it, and he did say that one thing that was great about my dad was that if we had a cherished animal in our house, he did go out of his way to at least make sure that that animal had a proper burial. And I do remember that because I had a little black cat named Sadie that ended up dying. She actually waited until my mom picked me up early from school because she knew that she was dying. As soon as I got there, that's when she passed on. It was very sad. That was my first kitty. I tortured that cat, and now I just kind of sort of live in regret because I treated that cat like utter shit because I was a little girl and I was just like, oh, kitty, I can just fling it around everywhere. And I'm just like, I wish that you could come back so I could hug you. It's sad. Um, Trying to think if there's a way I can do a proper burial because I can't do a burial here. You know what they do? If you try and bury an animal here, they dig it up like it isn't shit. It's just a piece of trash. Diane, if you die, I'm gonna dig up your grave and see how you'd like it. Kidding, I'll get other people to do it. I'm a girl, I can't do manual labor like that. Um, yeah. That's another thing I don't really like about this trailer park. They don't really understand, like, little rituals and stuff. Like, if I had a hermit crab that died, I would go out of my way to make sure that the little guy was buried. I had a little zebra finch. Actually lived for the longest time. I was actually surprised by how long he lived. Um, we ended up burying him underneath the porch, and I preserved him in like something where the bugs wouldn't eat him up. Those assholes dug it up and took the entire thing, and I was just like, that was my baby. Also, I was a weird kid. I would like find dead squirrels on the side of the road. Of course, I wouldn't like touch them or anything, but I'd like move them around with a stick and I would try and properly bury them. I remember I got my cousin to help me, well, my other cousin, to help me bury a squirrel, and they dug it up like it was worthless. I'm just like, that's nice. That's real nice. I mean, yeah, big deal. It's a wild animal. It's gonna rot in the woods anyway, but at least I gave a shit. Come on. Ugh, there's hair in my face. I won't get out. Um, I would love to have the dog buried in my parents', well, not my parents, my grandparents' place, because that's where I have other pets buried, but I'm not very happy with the other side of my family, and I haven't been for a while now. Basically, I only talk to one side of the family, and that's actually hardly. I'm not very good at keeping in touch with family members. I'm not very good at keeping in touch with anyone, really. I have to really rub you. Um, yeah, I'm very bad at keeping, like, in contact with others. And it's kind of a bummer because I feel like a shitty person for saying, oh, yeah, I'll say something, and then it's just like,
It's 7
okay.
o'clock.
7 o'clock, guys. My computer told me. That probably just, like, scared the shit out of you. Either scared the shit out of you or informed you of what time it is. I should probably wrap this up now that I think about it, because the last video was, like, almost 7 minutes. And this is getting to be a little over 10. And I'm just rambling because I'm tired, and y'all are probably like, what the fuck, this is so pointless, and I'm just like, bitch, get off my D. Not really. I'm probably just like, oh, I was hoping you'd understand. See, I'm getting to my, yeah, I'm getting awkward. Bye, guys. I'm sorry I'm being all weird.